Hi, this is Barb with Total Equipment Training, and today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to fill out your rigger and signal person CCO forms. They're located in this booklet from CCO. This is your candidate handbook, or online at their website. For your convenience, in this illustration, I printed them out, so come on over and let's have a look. So there are 3 forms that you could possibly use. These two go together. This is the written test for rigger signal, and this is the practical test for rigger signal. This is when you do the written and the practical on 2 separate days, 2 separate events. This one is for the combined. See how it says combined, written, and practical for rigger signal? This is when you do them on the same day. So when it says test date, you're going to give one date because you're doing them combined on one day. So let's start at the beginning, which would be your written examination, which is where you should be starting. Now I know a form can seem pretty simple to fill out, but there are some sticking points here. So you have your name, put that first, of course. Then you have your CCO certification number. That's if you were previously certified and you already have your CCO card. Candidate ID is only if you were previously tested and didn't pass. So you'll have a CCO number for the last test you took that you can put in here. Next is your personal your personal mailing address. This is your home, not your company. That's you. Then they prefer to have a cell phone number. If you don't have a home phone number, just put a dash through it. Now here's an important point. Your candidate email, that's you. You can't use a general email for your company. They won't accept that. So put a personal email that's unique to you in here. If you leave this blank, they will not email you your results and you will not get your card. So please make sure that you put your personal email in this slot. Next is your company that you work for and your company mailing address. Again, that's not your home. That's where you work, your job site. Now, you're going to have to know who your test site coordinator is because you're going to need to know the test administration number, which is going to come from your test site coordinator. Perhaps your foreman will know that. Ask that. Next, put in the test date of when the written exam is. That's not when the practical is, just when the written is. And then your test site coordinator name. If you don't have the written test administration number, which is this, your application will not be recognized. It'll be marked incomplete and you will receive an additional fine for that, and it won't be processed. Next, pick out what you want to do. Rigger, any one of these, and signal person, check the box. So it could be $100 or it could be $200, depending upon which exams you're taking. If you're a recertification, don't mark those, mark this. Choose one of these for recertifying. It's still $100, but you have to mark it off that you're a recert. If you're a recert, remember, you're going to up here have your certification number put in there. Now, the other fees, they have a couple of them on here, like candidate late fee. Let me explain what that is. CCO requires an application to be in 2 weeks ahead of time. So if your test is on the 25th of the month, that means you have to have your application in by the 11th, which is 2 weeks ahead of time. So if you're emailing it, that would be the same day. But if you're planning on mailing it, you have to mail it somewhere back here to make sure that they receive it by the 11th. So conversely, let's say your test was on the 18th. CCO would have to have your application in by the 4th, so it would be on time. So these fees, so $50 late fee will be charged if the application is late, $25 if you cancel or a replacement is needed, and $30 if it's incomplete or they did not receive your check or it's returned, if your credit card can't be processed for any reason, and if you want to add or change anything on your application, they're going to charge you $30. So once you do this, front page, we're going to move to the back, and they require you to have a digital photo of yourself without a hat and no sunglasses with your full name and birth date on it. If you don't have a digital photo that you can provide, you can always go to your local drugstore and get a color passport photo done. And you can put your name and address on that, or your name and birth date on that, and turn it into your test site coordinator. Next is the paragraph that just says that everything that you filled out on the document is true, sign, date, and then fill out your payment information as needed. So once you do your written exam, at some point in time on a later date, you're going to need your practical exam. And then you would fill out this form, which is basically the same kind of information that I just went over with you on the written. Same type of stuff, nothing really changed. Again, with your CCO certification number or your previously tested number, make sure you put that in there. You're going to have a new test site number, a new test date number, and you're going to have perhaps the same test site coordinator, but this will definitely be a different date than your written exam. If it were the same date, you wouldn't use those forms. You would use this, which I referenced in the beginning of this video. It's the combined written and practical examinations for rigor and or signal. So again, it's the same type of information all the way down, but on the test date, you're going to be taking the written and the practical on the same day. And if you don't have your test site administration number for this one event on that day, your application will not be processed. Please mark off what events you want to do for rigor testing for written and practical exams. And again, it's the same on the back. You'll still have to provide a digital color photo without a hat or sunglasses or a passport. Sign that everything is true and accurate, and provide your payment information. And that, I hope, helps explain the process a little bit more. If you have any questions or you'd like to set up an event at your company, please give us a call today at 610-321-2679 or visit us online at totalequipmenttraining.com, and we'd be happy to help you out in any way we can. Hope to hear from you soon, and have a great day.